This is King's Cross. Nobody knows its secret.
People definitely don't expect this when I say King's Cross.
The best thing about living here is being on my boat.
Moving forward using all my breath.
I like being in the boat when it's very windy and rainy outside and I'm sat by the fire.
I saw the world threshing all around your face.
The most important secret is the community that lives here.
There's not very many ordinary people with normal jobs and normal lives live on boats. Normal people don't go on boats. Extraordinary people go on boats.
This is Martin. And so is this. He works in IT. Claudine and Marika are healthcare professionals. And this is their wedding. Sandra has MS. She can steer any boat, anywhere, and she rules with a rod of iron. Phil is a torture genius. And that's me, on the phone. Our community has over 40 hearts beating at its centre.
So one of the things I wasn't expecting when I first moved here was the sense of community, because there was lots of people here, and I mean, when you live about a foot away from your neighbour, you really have got to get on with them.
It feels like there are people closer to you than if you were just living in a house and you kind of didn't know anyone.
I know so many people's stories here. We share a lot of things.
It wasn't always like this. It was boaters who first tried to make this spot somewhere people could live, long before King's Cross was rebuilt.
I mean, I remember this derelict. I remember the houses behind you was a bit of waste ground, and it was just full of needles and prostitutes. All the factories there, which are now offices, had, you know, the roofs were missing, most of the top floor was missing, all the windows were smashed. It was just a wasteland with about 15 boats in it, huddled in that corner over there. There's certainly an advantage to having boats on the towpath. There's no action by any council or British Waterways Board has made the towpath in London safe for people to walk at night and cycle at night. Only the boaters have done that. The sheer physical presence of boaters.
And it's getting better all the time.
Now glass buildings and luxury apartments tower over every corner.
I won't do, babe. I'll stop the world and melt with you.
There's a problem. We're being told to pay the price for the new landscape. The people that run the canals have raised rents relentlessly for over 8 years.
You know, it is very much this is going to be your new price next year, whether you like it or not.
The moorings are probably the most expensive on the system, and it's hard to understand why somebody who's on a mooring, you know, within a mile or so would be paying substantially less money.
If they put the cost up any more, the heart could get ripped out of King's Cross all over again.
Some people have been seriously worried that they might be forced to move off because they simply can't afford it anymore to live here.
There's only a little handful of us that are living here full time now, and a lot of the boats are empty, and I think they're just used as a pied-à-terre. But the community aspect is breaking down because of that.
Quite a few boats I haven't seen any sign of life for weeks at a time. There's more and more people who are using it as just a base, and that destroys the community feel, because you don't have a community if people aren't actually here, you know.
We want to keep the canal alive. We want the same housing rights as everybody else in the country. Canal and River Trust, we want you to make sure that people can still afford to live here. And we want you to keep the heart of King's Cross beating.